What up, Laker Nation? It's your boy DTLF back with another video. As today we're gonna cover the final training camp updates, man. Preseason is tomorrow, so I can't wait for that, guys. I'm sure you guys are stoked. You don't need me to tell you about that. Tomorrow, anyways, it's at 5 p.m. Pacific time. That's when the game kicks off. It's gonna be Lakers Warriors. Super excited. The best news, though, the latest word is that LeBron James and Anthony Davis will be playing. So, you know, that's one thing we got to look forward to for sure. I'm more interested. See, we know what AD and LeBron are going to bring. I'm more interested in the role players. And I'm going to get to the last updates from training camp from each and every one of the players that thrive. But, hey, what's up? What's up? How you doing, Laker Nation? How you doing? How y'all doing, man? What up? What up? So I'm glad y'all joined me. We got a lot of things to cover right before tomorrow. Obviously, 5 p.m. Pacific time. Join me here probably at 4 for pregame, and then postgame, I'll be back as well to talk to you guys. So I'm going to answer all you guys' questions, but first I want to give a big shout out to my boy Kyle Kuzma, man, for hitting it out the ballpark with that Pumas contract. He's making about $5 million a year, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Or I'm sorry, is it $15 million for 5 years, something like that? But he's making good money, and he basically has the bag secured. Now he can focus on basketball. Really quick, my thoughts on that are I'm happy for him, man, because this is going to make him, strive for greatness. Now he has a brand. He's the face of Puma. He's not just another name. So he's the face of Puma, and now he has to represent properly. He has to put up the stats. He has to win, and he has to do it within the team system. Very, very good news for Kyle Kuzma, so congratulations to him. I'm proud of the kid. I mean, late first-round pick, 27th pick, and this man already has a better shoot deal than Lonzo Ball. Simply because his dad got in the way. But still, I mean, that's impressive. For the 27th pick to secure the bag like this, great news. Now, the Lakers did just sign David Stockton, son of legendary John Stockton from the Utah Jazz. What do I think of this player? I mean, he's a good passer from what I've seen. He can knock down an open shot, but that's not really his strength. Is he going to make the final cut? Probably not. But, he's on here for preseason. Let's see if he can prove himself. Maybe we sign him to the G League affiliate, South Bay Lakers. So there's that. But I'm super, super stoked for that. Also, very hyped. The homegirl on Twitter yesterday bought me and my girl a pair of shoes, man. I can't wait to get those. So shout out to her. She's Lakers squad on Twitter, man. Y'all got to definitely follow her, man. She's always entertaining and she knows her basketball stuff. So shout out to her for that. Now I want to talk about Avery Bradley, who's been the talk of training camp. This man has been killing it. Hey, what's up? What's up? There she is. She's right there. There she is. Avery Bradley has been killing it, guys. He's been killing training camp to the point where Frank Vogel told his players, hey, if you have the ball around Avery Bradley, don't dribble. I mean, that's what's up. That's what I want to know. That's what I want to hear, right? That's what I want to hear about as far as defense. I think this man is about to step up his game. What's up, Renee? How you doing? I think this man is about to take his game back to that level when he was with the, that green team we hate. I don't want to really talk about them, but you know what I'm talking about. And so, Avery Bradley's been balling out. I've been hearing great things about Dwight Howard as well. So that's music to my ears because y'all know how hard I was on this signing. So far, he's on the right track. Nothing but positive things. He means all business. He's been an anchor down low. Him and JaVale are going to split the minutes. Hearing great things. But the one man that has surprised me that I'm hearing about, and I kind of told you guys that I was on the fence about re-signing this player. Very controversial. I mean, he's a polarizing player amongst us Laker fans. You either hate him or you love him when he does good, but more likely than not, you hate when he does really bad, and that's KCP. Now, I've been hearing that KCP has took his shooting to even another level, so that's awesome, man. You said, yo, that's cool for hooking him up with shoes. Yeah, definitely give her a follow on Twitter, man. Put your Twitter handle right here. That way they can follow you. But back to the subject. KCP balling out, shooting lights out from what I'm hearing. Frank Vogel has been raving about him. Apparently, he's been really good on the defensive end too. So there's even a chance of him starting. How they're going to make that work, I have no idea. The only possible scenario I can see is if they go to the death lineup. And I've been hearing this could be a closing lineup. It's going to be Avery Bradley, point guard, KCP shooting guard, small forward, Danny Green, power forward, LeBron, and center. Anthony Davis. Now, this is all factoring everything without taking into account that Kyle Kuzma is injured, right? He's injured right now, so we haven't even put him in any of the major lineups, but I'm sure he's either going to be Sixth Man of the Year candidate or he's going to be most improved starting type player. Either way, all I'm expecting from this team is consistency. If y'all been seeing the training camp videos that have been popping up, they've been amazing. The team looks great, especially on the defensive end. They look alive. They look serious. They're enjoying themselves out there, but there's a different tone, and it's a serious tone that I haven't seen on any team other than a championship team. There it is. It's at Lakers _squad. So go ahead and give her a follow, man. That's a great follow right there. That's the homie on Twitter. Now, this is another interesting thing is that I thought Rajon Rondo, based on the way Luke and the previous coaches were treating veterans, we're going to start him, right? Rajon Rondo. But Frank Vogel has already proven to me in a short stint that he truly pays attention to the X's and O's. Now, he said that he would love to stagger Rajon Rondo and LeBron, meaning to separate their playing time so that they can both take control of the offense when they're out there on the floor. And that way one doesn't kind of just drift off to the side and become like a catch and shoot type guy, right? You want your two primary playmakers to be doing exactly that, and that's playmaking. So there is a high potential that Rondo could come off the bench, which I think would be great because it would make our second unit a more elite second unit, right? With a facilitator like Rondo there. What do you guys think of that, though? I'm going to head over to the comment section, see how you guys feeling about Rondo potentially coming off the bench. I'm excited for that if it does happen. I didn't think this coach was going to have the guts to bench a vet like that, like right from the get. But, hey, power to you, Frank Vogel. If you're doing, what's best for the team right off the bat, that's just nothing but good things coming, right? He said, yes, Rondo to the bench. That's perfect. I'm happy for tomorrow. Me too. Me too, bro. Trust. He said, how long will AD and LeBron James play tomorrow? Not sure, but they're playing. That's the good news. They could have easily taken the day off. They don't need to prove anything. But they are playing. They're going to give Laker fans what they want, even if it's for a quarter. I'm happy. I'm more excited to see the role players, see how far they've come, and see if they look rusty or they look like they're going to be firing on all cylinders from the get. Hey, thanks, Luis. I appreciate you, bro. He said, I want to see Quinn Cook over Rondo. Now, Quinn Cook's another possibility, but for defensive purposes, I think I like Avery Bradley or Caruso there a little bit better. But, I think he can definitely tinker with some different lineups. I think different combinations could get thrown out there. So it's exciting. It's endless possibilities, but we have to have an open-minded coach is obviously going to give us the best chance to win, which Luke Walton was not doing right from the get. So that's what makes me the most excited. He's holding players accountable. Even LeBron said that, they respect the new coaching staff. I mean, that's kind of a big-time dig at the old coaching staff, but I'm not surprised. Are you guys? He said, I will save money to buy Dan Laker ticket. He deserves it. Oh, man, y'all don't have to do anything, but whatever you guys give to the channel, from the bottom of my heart, I try to give it right back. I'm not the richest of people, but as soon as I start taking off, y'all know I'm going to start giving back to the community. So, this summer we did do 2 NBA 2K giveaways, but as we grow, we will do more and more giveaways that cover the majority of people. But thank you guys, man. Hey, it's the thought that counts. Again, the homie, man, Lakers _squad, man. She really hooked it up for me and my girl with some dope Laker Yeezys, man. I can't wait to rock those, but I'm not going to rock them till I go to Staples Center because those are special occasion type shoes. So I already talked about it with my girl, and we're like, yo, I can't wait to break those out at Staples. And I'll probably vlog it for you guys as well. Now, what were we talking about? Oh, yeah. So we talked about, Rondo and LeBron potentially being on the floor. Now, Vogel did say that they were going to play on the floor at times, but he didn't say exactly if they were going to be there the majority of the time. So there is a probability, like I said, that Rondo will start off the bench to start the season. So I will tell you, if that happens, that gets me excited just because, for Rondo to be able to accept the bench role, or maybe potentially JaVale McGee even, they have to respect the coaching staff. They won't do it for any scrub out there. Luke Walton couldn't take command of this team like that. So the fact that Frank Vogel, we forget that a bunch of other vets are on the team as well as Jay Kidd. I know some people make fun of Jay Kidd, but he is a veteran and a Hall of Famer that people respect, right? So at the same time, it's exciting, guys. We have a great coaching staff, great role players, great star players, obviously, and obviously the greatest fan base in the world, Laker Nation. But I'm excited, guys. I'm going into tomorrow 5 p.m. Pacific time, with no expectations. Hey, what's up, T? How you doing? Welcome to the live stream. I'm going in here to watch the game, no expectations, knowing that obviously it's only preseason, right? I mean, I've been watching a couple of highlights and teams look rusty, but still, I mean, I still hope for the win. I still hope for, even if we don't win, to learn which are the best combinations and rotations. Those are things to look forward to tomorrow. But just a quick recap of what the video's been so far. Congrats to Kyle Kuzma. Follow the homie Lakers_squad on Twitter. She's dope, I promise. And then also, Avery Bradley potentially becoming a starting point guard, if not Alex Caruso. Now, we haven't heard too much about Alex Caruso. That's one player I'm curious to look at, see if he's going to be a big part of the Lakers, what the Lakers are doing. The way he ended the season last year was amazing. If he can continue that into the start of this season, that'll be huge for not only his confidence, but the coaching staff confidence and giving him minutes and letting him play a major role on this roster. He has skill. We know that. We know he could bang on some people. We know he could stretch the floor. I mean, a lot of people didn't know he was a 48% three-point shooter last year. I mean, small sample size, still amazing. Kevin King, what's up, brother? He said it doesn't make that much sense to start Rondo because LeBron is the de facto point guard and Rondo's defense or three-point shooting is not the greatest. Rondo would be awesome off the bench, still great leader. I agree with that as well. What's up, Jeffrey? What's up, one time? I agree with that, brother, 100%. Now, I wasn't sure if Frank Vogel was going to have the guts to do this right off the bat, but by the sounds of the interviews and everything, he's coming out with a bang. He's saying, hey, we're going to try to stagger LeBron and Rondo. So he's already, kind of putting in that idea that Rondo's potentially not going to start. Now, will he be able to follow through? I don't know. Because when Luke Walton first came in here, he was talking big game as well, talking about he's going to reward the players that earn it the best, and that never came to fruition. So let's just hope that Frank Vogel is about his business. He's a man of his word, a man of the people, and he makes Laker Nation and the organization happy because he has the roster to pull off a title, and he just needs the right mentality and the right support system, which I believe he has. So, Dan, what do you think about Anthony Davis' stat line going to be this season? Now, good question because we're going to go through Anthony Davis. LeBron's words, not mine. I know some LeBron fans are going to be upset. They're going to be like, do you actually expect this to happen? Yes, I do. Hey, shout out to Brandon McCullen. Thanks for the donation, brother. He says San Diego Flippers will fall. Absolutely. 100% agree. Back to my point. So Anthony Davis should average at least 25 points per game with maybe 10 to 11 rebounds and 2 blocks is what I expect from him. Now, if he goes a little under or he goes a little over, I'm not worried. I'm just as excited. Still, as long as it's translating to efficient basketball and wins, that's all Laker Nation wants. I don't really care about the stat sheet, but that's what I kind of expect in my head. Anywhere from 24 to 28 because he is that good. He really is. Some people that didn't get to see Anthony Davis play for the Pelicans that didn't have league pass. I had league pass for a couple years, so I got to see him a lot, especially in his younger years. And that kid is special, man. They don't make players like him very often. That's why we gave up the whole young core farm minus Kyle Kuzma because he's worth that and more actually. I could probably only name 3 prototypical players that can change the game the way Anthony Davis can, and I'm gonna give them to you. It's Anthony Davis, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and I'd have to go with Joel Embiid because he's that type of center. He's that good if he's healthy. So Eric Kelly said, love your show, Dan. Big fan. 100 Laker Nation. Thanks, Eric. I appreciate you, man. Love you guys as well. Thanks for support. But yeah, like I said, Anthony Davis, only one of 3 players that I see in this generation that could change the game. Now, a lot of people think Zion Williamson is that next guy. To be determined. I never like to judge a player based off of his high school or collegiate career. To me, you'd have a lot of bust if you did that because you have to see the body of work when they get into the NBA. It's a different animal. They have to get their feet wet. They have to get comfortable. After like the first 3 to 4 years, then you can start judging a player. Ben Simmons is going to start hitting that fringe when we can really start judging him. If he doesn't improve on a jump shot, he's going to be a problem. What's up, Jose? How you doing, bro? Davis might be better than Kawhi, to be honest. For his position and for what he does, they're right there. I mean, you could take either one. But, of course, I'm biased, so I'm taking AD all day. Hey, Dan, you ready for the first game? Absolutely, brother. And that's what this video is about, man. We prepping you guys up with the final updates right before we head into that preseason game tomorrow. Now, man, I'm going to be thinking about this game tomorrow all day. And I know it's this to the casual fan, it's just preseason. They'll say, Dan, relax, it's just preseason. But, man, I, like a lot of you guys, have been dreaming of this moment of seeing Anthony Davis, LeBron James, and Kyle Kuzma, which unfortunately is still not healthy 100%. Hit the floor together with all those great role players like Danny Green, Avery Bradley. I've been dreaming of this all summer long. I can't wait to finally see a glimpse of this. I mean, that's more than enough to get me hyped. I'm sure you guys feel the same way. If not, you wouldn't be here on this channel. But let's temper some of that, excitement till the regular season comes. But still, man, you just can't contain yourself. I can't contain myself. It's going to be one of those games where, yeah, it means nothing to the casuals, but to the hardcore, man, we start dissecting every little thing. And that's why you guys come to my channel, because I'm going to break it down pregame and postgame just for you guys, man. So shout out to Laker Nation for being diehard. Man, we've been here in the struggle, and we definitely going to be here for the glory days. Brandon said, I can't wait either, Dan. Yeah, man. So many things to look forward to. I mean, like one of the players I have on my radar besides Avery Bradley and all the new acquisitions is Alex Caruso. Let's see if he's been working on his game. Let's see if his confidence is still at its peak. Let's just see. The Warriors centers are out. Looney and Willie Cauley-Stein, the Lakers centers, AD, are going to be beast mode. Now, we don't want them to OD, right? We don't want our centers to, try too hard and get injured. Honestly, I just want AD to play some solid defense, get some rebounds, and shoot some mid-range jump shots. I don't care if he doesn't get a dunk. Now, if he does, that's extra. But I want him to stay healthy for the regular season. Now, remember, preseason has been cut down. It used to be 8 games. I believe now it's just 6 games. And regular season starts earlier as a result. We're going to get our official tip-off versus the Clippers on October 22nd. So that's going to be the first game on TNT, and hopefully we're 100% ready to go. Kyle Kuzma and everything. Now, about that Kyle Kuzma update, he's been doing some light shooting around on the court, but he hasn't ramped up the workouts because he hasn't had they're waiting. They're giving him more time to heal before they take the X-rays and see exactly how close he is to returning. Do I expect him on opening night? I hope so. All right, questions, guys. He said, how good do you think LeBron's going to be this season? I think he's going to be amazing. The homegirl, she just hit me up on Twitter, and she was like, yo, Dan, LeBron James is taking charges. I'm like, wow, that's spectacular. He's locked in. He's taking charges during scrimmages. So if he's taking charges in scrimmages, sacrificing his body, he's setting an example for the rest of the roster early on. Like, yo, anything to win, right? Anything to win. More questions. Let's see. Dan, do you think the Lakers will win tomorrow? Yes, I do. I always think the Lakers are going to win, though. That's just in my DNA. My confidence is always at a peak, when it comes to the Lakers, I believe, man. He said, how good do you think LeBron – oh, yeah, that's the same question. My bad. He said, who do you think will make the NBA Finals? Lakers, Sixers. Book it, guys. I called last year's NBA Finals, and I said Toronto would take it. They did. This year, Lakers, Sixers, experience takes it. Lakers take it in about 5 games. Maybe 6, depending on who has home court advantage. But Lakers should take it in 5 to 6 games if that happens. Now, looking at the Sixers, I mean, they have a nice team as well. However, Ben Simmons without a jump shot, 7-game series, you start just basically playing him to his weakness. They no longer have J.J. Redick to knock down big shots. I like Josh Richardson, but he's not J.J. Redick as far as a clutch shooter that's been doing it since Duke. I mean, you go down the line, we pretty much beat them at most matchups, and we have the 2 most important superstars. So I'll say Lakers in about 5 or 6 for sure. What's up, Father of Bass? How you doing, bro? He said he has rest. He will be awesome. AD has him accountable on D. I can't wait, brother. I can't wait to see that in action. Man. Dan, your predictions are honest and accurate. Who do you really see in the finals and Game 7? Again, Lakers, Philly, man. That's my squad, bro. And I feel like the Lakers are gonna get there and finish it off. LeBron's more motivated than I've ever seen him. Honestly, ever, with everybody tearing him down in the media, everybody talking smack about the Lakers. LeBron's ready. The Lakers are ready. Dan, what channel will tomorrow's game be on? You know what? I haven't checked the guide. If anybody could do that for me right now, that'd be great, man. Update my friend right here. But You haven't checked. I know it's going to be on Spectrum for sure. Dan, we should start a prison break for and free Iggy. You know what? I'm not holding my breath for Iguodala, man. I feel like we already. Oh, it's going to be on TNT. There you go. There you go. Thanks, man. You can always count on Laker Nation, man. When I don't have the answers, you know, they have the answers. So that's what's up. Philly can't guard Bron. Exactly. I mean, can they even guard AD? AD and Joel Embiid, that's going to be an interesting matchup. Dan, the Stockton signing, G League filler or late call-up? Kid has skills. I think it's a G League filler. Obviously, we don't have enough room for him on the actual roster. So, yeah, unless an injury happens or something, yeah, I think that's most likely the case. Dan, LeBron and AD are getting too much hate from other team fan bases. Oh, that's regular. Once they started donning the purple and gold, you got to expect to be hated on. I'm sorry, hated it. That's not a word. You got to expect to be hated on because they hate us because they ain't us. This is greatness. Greatness personified brings jealousy. Jealousy brings hate. Ramona Shelburne really pissed me off last week. She came out with a tweet talking about Laker fans like if we were jealous of the Clippers, saying that we were indifferent of them when they weren't relevant, but now basically we're hating on them. Let me correct this chick right quick. First of all, she's probably butthurt because she's no longer a Lakers insider. Why they cut her off, I think is obvious. She's too biased. Secondly, everybody who's sucking up to the Clippers right now, just take notes, Laker Nation. Take notes who they are. Ramona Shelburne, you know, all these other clowns. You guys can name them for me. I don't have the capacity to bring up every single name, but Brian Windhorst, all these guys, they're going to eat their words and they're going to make a 360. They're going to do actually a 180. Sorry, they're going to do a 180 as soon as we get to like around December, when we actually up there, when we're doing work, all these clowns are just going to basically show their true colors. By the way, shout out to the movie The Joker. If you guys haven't seen it, go ahead and check that out, man. Don't take your kids, though. It's a violent movie, but it's a great movie. You know, we loved it. We just seen it yesterday. Great movie. Speaking of clowns, so just a little plug for the movie. It's just a great movie, man. If y'all haven't seen it, go ahead and do yourselves a favor. He said, Dan, when I was a senior, people, bandwagon Warriors fans, would laugh at my Lonzo jersey. Just wait, man. You know what, bro? You know, high school is the most immature when people laugh at you. Bro, I kid you not. When we're struggling all these past couple of years, like the last 4 or 5 seasons or so, I still rock my Laker gear proud. And the kids outside would always talk smack, talking about the Lakers suck. I'd be like, bro, you've been watching the same Lakers I do because we have potential. I always defended my squad even through the struggle. I would even make fun of them. I'd be like, you probably can't afford cable. That's why you hate the Lakers. Stuff like that, you know, just to get on their level, because people are going to hate you, man, just because everybody wants to kick a great franchise when they're down. Everybody wants to kick the hero when he's down, right? So, you know, I think it was somebody on Twitter. I forgot who it was, man. I don't like the name drop like that, but somebody on Twitter was talking smack about the Lakers just right before the summer started. And I said, you just watch. When we land Anthony Davis and we make great free agency signings, you're going to change your tune. And sure enough, as soon as we did that, I pretty much hit him up on Twitter, and he changed his tune real quick, you know? So he said, Skip Bayless, Max Kellerman, they are all going against the Lakers. I love it, man. I love it. You know why? Because it's us against the world. That's what makes us closer as a family, as one unit, as a Laker fan base. That's why I connect with you guys. Because basically, man, we're just going up against the world, right? So I wouldn't want to have it any other way, and that's what makes the parade so glorious. When we lift that trophy, that Larry O'Brien trophy, man, when we lift in that thing, it's going to bring tears to my eyes because of all the hate and all the doubt. Tears of joy. You know, that's what it does for me. I cried. I cried the last time when Meta hit that dagger, you know, Game 7 at Staples Center. I cried, guys. I was ecstatic. I don't know how I would react after, you know, a 6 to 7 year drought, but I'm going to be really hyped, man. Now, I'll tell you, the last time I didn't have a flag, so I took off my Laker jersey. I was out there, man, just running out there, just waving it with the neighbors, you know, basically shirtless. So super hype, man. He said, block John Yamas. Why, we got a hater up here? Man, we always got the haters in here. When he was Max Kellerman, when has Max Kellerman ever been right? Right? I mean, Max Kellerman has a couple of points, but yeah, you're right. I mean, I'd rather trust Stephen A's insight over Max's. Max is like a rookie on that show. even though he's been there for a couple of years. So yeah, I 100% agree with you. He said, wait, who is that? I don't even see him. John, what? Oh, let me scroll up real quick. Let me see. We got somebody to block here. I don't even see him, and that's how relevant he is. I can't even see him. Okay, let me read his stupid comment. It's a Clippers town now. The sooner you delusional Laker fans accept that, the better it'll be for you. Really? You sound like you're trying to bully me into being a Clipper fan. Bro, that's kind of sad. I mean, you don't really bully people into being fans. I mean, if you don't love a franchise, if it ain't there, it just ain't it, homie. I got to tell you the truth, man. You're kind of like Clipper Daryl. That was kind of cringy. He said, what up, DTLF? Shout out to the native county of South Dakota, bro. Appreciate what you do, fam. Thank you, bro. I truly appreciate that, man. Shout out to you guys out there. He said, yo, this is our year. Laker Nation, the whole league low-key fears LeBron and AD, and our whole squad looks hungry. Couldn't have said it better myself, brother. Shout out to you guys out there in South Dakota, my man. Yeah, I mean, pretty much we're ready, man. We're ready to go to battle. I've been writing music just to basically kill time this summer, waiting for the Lakers, man, because I hate anticipating. So I've been writing. I've been in the booth, and I got some heat. We're gonna be dropping pretty soon, so I can't wait, man. Dan, if you were the coach, how many minutes would you play AD and LeBron? If I was a coach, I'd limit them to about, depending on game situations, because I would be a situational type coach. I'm not gonna put a cap on them like Luke Walton did. However, if you're up by 20, then I'm benching those guys. That's where they will get most of their rest. But if I want to put like a number, it'd be anywhere from 30 to 34 minutes per game, ideally. However, man, if it's a close game and we're going up against the Clippers, we're going into overtime, I'm letting LeBron rock 40, 50 minutes, whatever it takes. Dan, who can you see us picking up mid-season? Who can I see picking up mid-season? I mean, Iguodala if he becomes available, but you just never know. It's always some name that you don't expect that becomes available. So, Dan, what do you think of the diss track that Shaq and Lillard? Man, I love what Damian Lillard did. Now, Shaq wasn't too bad for his age. I mean, he's old school, and he dropped some bars too, so I give him props for that. But I'm rolling with Lillard, man. All Laker bias aside, I got to go with Lillard. Lillard just ripped him bar for bar, man, and he did it on his own original track. Much to the credit of Max, who pretty much pointed that out. I think it was Max on first take. But yeah, Lillard was dope, man. Right when I heard it, I was flaming him, man. I was listening to it. I was showing my girl. I was like, baby, you got to come listen to this. That's how fire it was. Normally, I don't really do that. I don't really call my girl over for like bars unless I'm truly impressed. And that was impressive. Damian Lillard is the one NBA player that I think could have had an MC career had he focused full time on that. That's how skilled he is. I truly respect his craft. I will collaborate with Damian if I ever had the chance. She said, I used to live in Sylmar. Where is that at? Where is that located at? I'm curious. If Horton Tucker develops quick, we don't need Iggy. He's got incredible length. Now, that's another player I forgot about, Horton Talon Tucker. Now, a lot of people voted him to be the steal of the draft. They were saying we got lucky. Now, I don't really see his collegiate career like that, so I'm going to reserve judgment. We haven't seen him on the court as a Laker, or even in Summer League. Obviously he was injured. So I'm curious to see what type of player this is. It's always fun, man. To me, drafting a new player and then finding out his game is kind of like opening up a Christmas present. You just never know what you're going to get. So it's exciting for me with Horton Tucker. I can't wait to see how he balls. Maybe, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know his game at all. So we'll see. I'm gonna reserve my opinion till after, and then I'll kind of break it down for you guys, tell you who I compare him with. Obviously you guys remember when Kyle Kuzma first balled out, I compared him kind of to like Rashard Lewis, Carmelo Anthony-ish, and people were like, nah, man, you tripping, Dan, you tripping. There he is right now. That's exactly whose games I kind of see him with, but obviously his ceiling to me can go a little bit higher if he continues to put in the work at this pace, right? But it's going to be tough for him to get too many shots with Anthony Davis and LeBron. So I was actually talking about this with a coworker today, and we came to the conclusion that I think Kuzma would be better suited off the bench as a number one option. I think he would actually get more shots. As long as they keep his minutes up by the 30s, I'd be happy. Now, it doesn't matter where you start, is where you finish. So if he's balling out, obviously, coach, if Frank Vogel's as smart as I think he is, he's probably going to leave him out with the starting unit, which would be ideal for me. But it doesn't matter where you start, it's how you finish, man. And I expect a good season from Kyle Kuzma. I really do. Do you think Melo can be a realistic – I'm sorry, what was that? Do you think Melo can be a realistic option during the season if things don't work out with DeMarcus Cousins and Dwight Howard? I mean, you just never know, honestly. You know, I was close-minded about Dwight Howard. I really didn't want him on the team. And now look at him. It seems to me like he's getting ready to thrive. So I learned my lesson, and I'll keep an open mind. I'm not a big Carmelo Anthony fan, but if he's humble and he's trying to change his game for the betterment of the team, yeah, he can still hoop. To what extent, I don't know. But we'll see. D-Man, did you hear what Snoop said about the Flippers and where they should go? Yeah, man. You know, the dog father, man, always on point with his Laker analysis, man. That's an OG right there. Love him. Yes, I did hear and I agree. But instead of Linwood or Inglewood or wherever, they should ship him off to Seattle. That's the only place where I disagree with Snoop. I don't think they should be anywhere in LA. They should be like in Buffalo, the Buffalo Clippers or something. I don't know. Then will you go live pre and post game tomorrow? Absolutely. You know the drill, my man. You know. Every game I go pre and post, and some games I'm going to live stream my whole reaction throughout the game. So I can't wait for that. I'm doing good. Thanks for asking, bro. Thank you. Talon is 18 and he's built like a linebacker. I mean, he's built like a fridge. He looks like he could bully some people. But again, I haven't seen his game. Imagine if he's all finesse and he has a feathery touch around the rim, or maybe he is a brute. Maybe he's the next Meta World Peace. We don't know. But I'm not ready to start name dropping as far as comparisons for him because I haven't seen him play much. So I'm so ready for the game, bro. Bring it on. Let's get this dub, even though it doesn't count. DTLF, do you think we have enough depth at the 4? Absolutely. I mean, Kyle Kuzma can play some 4. LeBron can play some 4. Obviously, Anthony Davis. Yeah, we have more than enough. Remember, it's positionless basketball. Hold up. We got a Nazi up in here. Let me just block this ignorant prick. All right, there you go. Dudley can play some 4. Thank you, Kevin King. I appreciate you. Yeah, I completely forget. We even have Jared Dudley. I'm looking forward to him, man. He's just such a great personality. Great for team chemistry. Hey, Dan, just want to say hello and great job. Thanks, Andrew. I appreciate that, man. Anytime you guys appreciate my line of work, I truly do like it because to me, this is a great hobby. And I'm honored to be covering the Lakers alongside with you guys. Clipper fans are silly style. Clipper fans, man, they're more delusional than Arthur Fleck in the new Joker movie. So, great movie, by the way. That's another little plug. Go check it out. Troy Daniels looked wet in the scrimmage. Now, Troy Daniels, again, the role players that Rob Pelinka and the front office managed to get are really going to make a difference. I mean, we didn't have no shooting. We went from that to guys like Troy Daniels, Quinn Cook, Danny Green, to add to what we already had. Now, if you guys remember the way KCP ended last season, I was kind of excited. I was like, now if he could do some of this, consistently, he would be really good. That's what I expected when we got him from Detroit as a free agent. So, Dan, did you see the Clippers lose? No, I did not. I probably won't be wasting my time watching a lot of Clipper games other than when they play a team that I want to see beat them, like the Pelicans or the Lakers or the Knicks. But, yeah, I didn't see the game. I don't think they have Kawhi right now or Paul George, though. I did saw the highlights, so. Dan, I'm going to try not to overreact to preseason, LOL. Follow me on Twitter, guys. I'm going to be pretty much commenting during the game. And if y'all want to see my in-game reaction, I'll definitely be commenting during the game. Sometimes, my fellow Laker fans on Twitter, they spot something I don't, or maybe I call out something early on that later on becomes somewhat of a trend throughout the season. So, follow me on Twitter at Dan the Lakers fan and also at Lakers_squad. Go ahead and give her a follow. Shout out in DC, Laker fans, DTLF. Oh man, we got them all over the world. DC, everywhere, man. And I respect y'all for not going with the norm and just following your city team, the Washington Wizards, even though I kind of suspect it's hard to follow the Washington Wizards, but still, shout out to you guys. He said, Dan, will any Clipper fans actually show up opening night? There's a couple of weirdos, man. There's always a couple of people that migrate from other cities that call themselves Clipper fans because they don't fit in. But, I mean, they're going to be gone just as quick. I mean, as soon as the Clippers get injured, God forbid they get injured because I want to beat them at their best. But anything happens, they're gonna bolt, just like Warrior fans. You don't hear that many of them anymore. But we'll see. He said, with bags in their heads. LOL. Clipper fans are just Laker haters. Clipper fans are they've never been loved, man. That's what it is. You have to hate on the Lakers with all that history. You have to experience some true trauma in your life, man. You have to kind of not be a little loopy, kind of not all there. Dan, so I was listening to NBA radio on Sirius XM, and they were interacting with Rob Pelinka, and he said in practice that Avery has been a dog on D to the point that he won't let players pass half court. Wow, insane. He got a chip on his shoulder, man. Avery Bradley has a chip on his shoulder. I believe he's on a 1-year deal, if I'm not mistaken. I wish we would have locked him up a little longer because I always liked him. Never liked the Boston Celtics, but I liked this game personally. And I was shocked that they pretty much cut ties with Avery Bradley so soon. I thought he would maybe be a part of the franchise longer. But he's still young, has a lot of fire in him, and he just lost 40 pounds, so he's fully motivated. But I'll take a couple more questions before I get off, guys. I do work tomorrow, so I kind of have to start getting ready for bed. You said, I just got here late. What do you think? What do you think with this team? Do you think LeBron's ready? Absolutely, man. LeBron is always ready. I'm not worried about LeBron. Anthony Davis is going to be ready. Kuzma's going to be ready. Everybody else, let's see how ready they are. I mean, that's what preseason's for. We start tuning up the offense and then start seeing what rotations work. Looking forward to that tomorrow. Dan, we have home court for the first 2 games. Why is that? Because we play the Clippers? Absolutely. That's going to be home court advantage every time. I kind of hope that we get the first seed and the Clippers make the 8th seed so we can sweep them and we get all that home court advantage and just rest up for the second round. That'd be amazing. One more thing. Will AD sign a long-term maximum extension at the end of the season? I really do. What are your thoughts? Peace, brother. # Laker Nation. You know what, man? I think he will. I absolutely – nothing is guaranteed till you put pen to paper, but I think Anthony Davis – from what I've seen, he's smiling. He's having a great time. He's loving LA, and LA is going to love him. We're going to embrace him. It's going to be amazing to watch, and I can't wait for it. He's a DTLF, my idol, bro. Thanks, bro, man. I appreciate that. He said, I am feeling technicals. Laughed my ass off. He said, with Patrick Beverly and AB. I mean, we got Jared Dudley, man. That's what we pay him for. That we brought him here so he could close line. Avery. I'm sorry, not Avery. What's his name? I forgot his name. That's how irrelevant he is. Again, that Clipper guy looks like he came straight out of Skid Row. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Yeah, that's what we brought. Our man JD. He's kind of old school. He's pretty much going to step in there and break up anything. So yeah, that'd be great to watch. I'm being sarcastic, obviously, but hey, Jonathan, wouldn't it be great if we could see a clothesline in the NBA, like in the late 90s? I'm sorry, early 90s, late 80s. Pat Bev, that guy. Why are people saying Kawhi's locked down LeBron in 2014 finals when LeBron averaged 28 and 4 assists and 2 steals with Kawhi defending him? I'll tell you what, because Kawhi did a great job in that finals. However, LeBron James wasn't the player he is now. Now he has a jumper. Back then, he was kind of thinking about it too much. So, I mean, the game has changed, and I don't expect Kawhi to lock down any of our 2 superstars on the team. He said the Clippers got their butt beat here in Hawaii by the Rockets yesterday. Yeah, and they should get used to that because that's what the Clippers are already used to, just losing consistently. It's just a sign of things to come. I don't expect them to be the top team in the NBA. Like ESPN is just basically tooting their horn. But it is what it is. That's why we got this channel, man. We keep it 100 right here. So don't forget to hit that like button, guys. It's going to wrap it up for me. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Basically covered the rest of the training camp and the start of tomorrow. I can't wait. Make sure to tune in tomorrow at 4 p.m. Pacific time for that pregame, man. Hopefully we'll have the starting lineups and everything so we can start breaking everything down and then just enjoy the game. So don't forget to hit that sub button if you already haven't. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate it. Again, go check out that Joker movie. It was dope. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.